Welcome to the AI and Future of Work podcast. I'm Marcus Chen, joined by Sofia Rodriguez. Today we're diving deep into Nomad Travel Ops, build an AI travel and work logistics coordinator, and how it can transform your life as a digital nomad. If you want to work smarter, earn more, and reclaim your time through AI, you're in the right place. Let's get into it.
Imagine you have a 3-week client trip, 3 different time zones, a visa to track, 2 flights, 3 apartments, and a week of invoices to prep. Right now, that takes hours, sometimes a whole day of mental load. Today, we promise, turn chaotic trip prep into a repeatable, 30-minute workflow that handles itineraries, booking action items, time zone-aware scheduling, connectivity checks, and expense summaries.
Let's be honest, the pain points are real. Double-booked calls, surprise zone mismatches, arriving with no reliable SIM plan, receipts scattered across apps, and that creeping anxiety about visa windows. Those small frictions add up to lost billable hours and mental drain. I hear this from nomads who say trip prep steals time they could spend on higher value work or rest.
Exactly. We've seen freelancers report 8 hours of planning for a single multi-stop trip. After a basic AI workflow, they cut that to 30 minutes. That's not hype, it's pattern design and automation. Here's how an LLM-centered coordinator helps. It ingests bookings and loose notes, synthesizes a clean itinerary, extracts action items, books SIM, confirm check-in window, generates time zone-aware calendars, and flags risks like visa expirations or flight rebooking windows.
Curious. One key thing I want to emphasize is privacy and human oversight. If your coordinator is processing passport or payment details, you need local first storage or encrypted fields and explicit human checkpoints for critical items. Automation should reduce cognitive load, not move responsibility to an invisible system that can fail when you need it most.
Okay, let's compare tool stacks so listeners can pick the right path. Option A, Notion or Google Sheets as a single source of truth, plus Zapier or Make for automation, and ChatGPT or an LLM for synthesis. Option B, travel APIs, Skyscanner, Amadeus, plus a back-end microservice to fetch live fares and alerts. Option C, dedicated travel planners like TripIt or Hopper, paired with calendar automation for scheduling. Each has trade-offs. Notion/Sheets/Zapier is fast to prototype and low cost. Travel APIs give fresher data, but need more engineering. Dedicated planners are easy, but can lock data into their ecosystem.
From an ethics and implementation lens, choose the smallest scope that reduces risk. If you're prototyping, keep PII out of prompts, store booking references rather than full passport scans, and require manual confirmation for anything that affects legal status or payments. That keeps you nimble and safer.
Now the part you came for. Here's the exact prompt stack in a 5-step micro SOP you can run this afternoon. Stock we recommend for most nomads: Google Sheets or Notion for data capture, ChatGPT or your preferred LLM for synthesis. Use a paid API if you need higher rate limits. Zapier or Make for automation, Google Calendar for scheduling, and a small script or webhook to call a travel API for live checks. Use local encrypted storage for any sensitive tokens. Step 1. Ingest and normalize. Prompt to synthesize rough inputs into a clean itinerary. You are an itinerary assistant. Input: origin, destination, travel dates, booking references, and notes. Output: concise day-by-day itinerary with times converted to local time, contact info for booked properties, and a list of required actions: visas, PCR, SIM, check-in windows. Use bullet points and a short risk summary. Use this as a system prompt in your LLM.
Step 2. Generate booking action checklist. Example prompt. From this itinerary, extract actionable booking items and rank them by urgency. For each item, include what to book, estimated cost, recommended provider, and a manual confirmation checkbox. Make sure the output does not include raw PII. Replace names with placeholders like guest name and advise where to store sensitive docs securely.
Step 3. Calendar automation. Prompt for time zone-aware scheduling. Create a calendar plan for the trip that converts all client meeting proposals into the traveler's local time, suggests windows for deep work, and leaves buffers for transit and jet lag. Output in CSV with ISO date times ready to import to Google Calendar. Hook this output to Zapier, When a new trip row appears in Sheets, run the prompt, then create calendar events automatically with placeholders for confirmation.
Step 4. Connectivity checks and local logistics. List connectivity options by city: SIM, eSIM, co-working, recommended coffee shops, estimated cost, and a short checklist for testing bandwidth on arrival. For live data, call a travel API or use community source datasets. Always include a manual test step for bandwidth when you land.
Step 5. Expense prep and compliance. Prompt to generate an expense packet. Create pre-filled expense categories for the trip, a receipts checklist, and a one-page summary for invoicing with suggested tax categories. Store sensitive payment records locally or in an encrypted drive, and only sync summaries to shared tools.
Real results. A web designer we work with cut trip prep from 8 hours to 30 minutes by adopting this stock. Before, scattered tabs, manual time zone math, lost receipts. After, a Sheets row plus 2 photos of receipts, Zapier triggers synthesis, calendar events populate, and the designer confirms 3 top action items in 10 minutes. That's billable time back in the pocket.
Measured gains matter. Fewer booking mistakes, fewer missed calls, and less context switching. But watch out for pitfalls. Stale API data giving wrong fares, exposing PII in prompts, and over-automation that removes critical human checks. Mitigations are straightforward. Build validation steps, keep a manual confirm flow for payments and visas, and redact PII before sending any data to an external LLM.
Quick tool comparisons to close this section. If you want speed and low cost, Notion/Sheets/Zapier/ChatGPT. If you need live flight fares and alerts, add a travel API and a small backend. If you prefer convenience and less setup, use TripIt or Hopper, but plan for export lock-in. Choose based on how much engineering you want versus time to value.
Before we wrap, mitigate privacy risks by minimizing PII in prompts, using encrypted storage for tokens and documents, redacting sensitive fields in shared automations, and always adding a human-in-the-loop confirmation for visa, payment, or legal items. Start small. Automate one repeatable part of your workflow. Prove it works, then expand. Start small, but think big.
CTA time, head to nomadlifesuccess.com/AI tools to grab the episode prompt pack, the 1-week checklist, and our compact tool stack comparison sheet. We built downloadable prompts for itinerary synthesis, calendar CSV export, connectivity checks, and expense prep so you can paste them into your LLM and run your first trip in an afternoon. Automate the ordinary. Amplify the extraordinary.
And if you try the workflow, share a short note about what worked and what didn't. We'll include listener case studies in upcoming episodes and update the prompt pack. Let's make this actually work for you.
That's our complete breakdown of Nomad Travel Ops. Build an AI travel and work logistics coordinator. Remember, automate the ordinary, amplify the extraordinary. Head to nomadlifesuccess.com/AI tools to access our full AI toolkit, including Dream Guide AI and LifePath AI. While you're there, check out our online courses and audio courses. Subscribe and we'll see you in the next episode.